To me, the headline of the week is this stunning study on transgender identity, which I think really has a chance of changing the conversation out of the University of Washington. So we'll start by telling you about that. The study, I think, is just stunning. This comes out of the University of Washington, and what it did was look at trans identity, how people who report as trans feel about their identity, and it interviewed hundreds of trans people, hundreds of cis people, and compared their reports of their feelings. And what they found, and I think this is a whole new level of understanding, is the extent to which trans identity is inherent from the very beginning, and inherent in the same way that non-trans people feel confident about their identity.
I'm a boy, I'm a girl. That comes very, parents talk about that's very early.
Yes, but to me it was a whole new angle on it and a way of understanding it in relation, if we must, to non-trans people, but really making an equivalence of people feeling their identity completely separate from their anatomy or anything else, and that this really is the core understanding of their identity. And it puts for me, into high relief the ways we do discriminate and practice violence against people, and how completely crazy that is, and tragic, and something we need to come to an understanding about.
And we read this week, or last couple of weeks, about how the Trump campaign is thinking of using ignorance about transgender issues and prejudice about transgender issues as one of their big things in the campaign this year. Maybe even putting things on the ballot to as
George Bush did in the past with same-sex marriage. But we know that we're in
a transition period.
Exactly. And that our understanding is evolving. But this study really, I think, is something that hits hard and should really make an impact in terms of our understanding. And I hope will convince people to adjust their thinking, to open their minds, and to understand that this is real and that it's something that we have argued against and looked down on for far too long, and we really, really need to think seriously about getting over that.